Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Have you ever heard of the stereotype that gym bros only date plus-sized women? Me neither. But today, we're going to be taking a look at several clips of women living in a larger body saying that gym bros prefer to date them. I'm not sure why larger women would want to be with a gym bro. That's highly fat-phobic, highly oppressive. So that's interesting. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Why do these gym rats love plus size?
From personal experience, I've only dated gym rats. Like, that's literally been the only type of people that I've dated in the past. And
Why? Why didn't you date a plus-size person?
granted, I've had my fair share of like awesome relationships. I really can't even deny that. And for the most part, whenever I would ask some of these men like why, they would like date plus size women and like, things like that, the one guy gave me basically the explanation of he likes the fact that like his hard body rubs against my soft body.
What? So basically, we just need to buy this guy some pillows for his bed, and then he'll be fine. He's a little confused right now.
I don't know if that was like a kink of his. And the other one would say things about you just look fertile.
You look fertile! Oh my god. Alright, do we believe this story? It's weird that the dude thought that you looked fertile when obesity throws all your hormones out of whack and makes it harder to get pregnant, and things like Plan B don't really work on you if you're obese because of your hormones being out of whack.
Kid you not. He will say things like you just look fertile, like you look like the type that can birth my kids and things like that. So
Okay, did you guys have any kids together, or he just wants to be with somebody that looks fertile for no reason? We're not actually going to have any kids. Well, I just need to know that you're able to if I want to, but no, we're not actually going to have any kids.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. From like a woman's perspective, I would also like to know, can like some gym rats please duet this or stitch this and just answer us?
Okay, well, I'm not like crazy buff or anything, but I like to go to the gym. And I can tell you that I'm not into obese women. I would like to be with somebody that has a similar level of care for themselves that I have for myself. That's a really bizarre one. Like, you look fertile. Has somebody been looking at that one statue or whatever of the Venus or whatever the hell it's called, where it's just that fat statue and it's supposed to represent fertility for some reason? Next.
Men that love fat women are like gym bros. I don't know why this is a thing.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who had this experience because
All right, this is Aubrey Hoffer. We've seen several clips from her before. She also got the gym bro trying to get with her experience.
it was like being on a different planet when I started being on dating apps, and I realized that the men who were super into me were like gym dudes with muscles.
Really? Okay, so there's enough people saying this that there has to be some kind of truth to it, right? Alright, is this a thing? Have any of you experienced gym bros hitting on you when you were living in a larger body? Or if you're currently living in a larger body, have you experienced gym bros hitting on you? I'm sorry, I'll stop saying living in a larger body like that. No, I won't. I can't stop saying it. If this is a phenomenon, it's one that I am unfamiliar with.
Like, I feel like people think that I'm lying if I'm like, oh yeah, like I've hooked up with a guy who had a six-pack.
He had a six-pack. Oh my gosh. That's weird. Why would we want that, though? Because being obese is beautiful. So I'm going to be very confused throughout this whole entire thing, because a lot of these are the same fat activists that say there's nothing wrong with being obese, and it's beautiful, and if you don't want to date an obese person, that you're a bigot. But here they are bragging about being with a guy with a six-pack. So that's weird. How come we don't want to date a morbidly obese man? Why isn't it beautiful when a man is morbidly obese? Why can't I be hot when I'm on death's door? Only you? Okay.
And that's like, I'm sure there's plenty of gym bros who hate fat bitch. There is a whole group of people of gym bros who love them some fat bitch.
Okay, calm down. Personally, like I said, I'm into somebody that takes care of their physique in a similar manner to myself.
Dating as a fat woman was just insane because it's like I would have men who were like not super thin or muscular be like, you'd be attractive if you only lost 100 pounds.
That is the thing, huh? It's always like some fat dude who's like, you need to lose a bunch of weight. And it's like, bro, you're not in good shape yourself, so why don't you shut the hell up?
And then some shredded dude would be like, hey, sexy girl.
Okay. But you rejected him because he was adhering to toxic diet culture, though, right? I mean, we can't date bigots. And there's nothing attractive about exercising a lot and eating healthy. That's disgusting bigotry. So I'm not sure why we would date such a bigot. This is weird.
Anyway, that just gave me flashbacks.
All right, I think every single one of you is going to have to turn in your fat acceptance card. You're dating bigots who are adhering to toxic diet culture. Why? Why? All right, this just proves the hypocrisy of the fat acceptance movement. If one hot guy goes up to any of these so-called activists and asks for their number, they're giving it to him. You care about looks just like everybody else. In a lot of previous videos, people within the fat acceptance movement act like you're some sort of superficial bigot if you care about looks and stuff. But here we can see that they care about looks just as much as anybody else. And what looks good to them is not obesity. It's gym bros. It's six packs. It's muscles. It's people that eat right and exercise. How about that? Next. A gym boy who says he likes plus-size women and actually means it. A gym boy? Okay, I think you need to stay out of the YMCA looking for people to hook up with.
Yeah, this is what I want.
Okay, this is what you want. You want a gym boy who likes plus-size women. Okay, so he needs to be in shape, but you do not. It's attractive when he takes care of himself. I'm going to keep harping on this point, but not when you do. Okay. All right, so obviously I'm going to keep harping on the same point, the hypocrisy of this whole thing. Next, when you realize the plus-size girl dating gym bro experience isn't just a you thing, but a real thing we all do. Okay, I don't know why you're not dating morbidly obese men.
Life does not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, so she's realized it's a thing that all obese women do, dating a gym bro, and she's having some sort of existential crisis now. Okay, all right, I believe she started to disassociate there for a moment at the end. That's what happened when I learned that other plus-size baddies, such as myself, were also dating gym bros. What? This is a very weird video, huh? You know, I get bored making videos on the same stupid topic all the time. I gotta switch it up. I gotta keep it fresh. I gotta amuse myself. Dude, this lighting is dope now, huh? With this lighting, dude, you can really see how old I am. Hell yeah. Yeah, in case any of you were wondering, look. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so old. Oh, okay, I'll stop being weird. All right, so thus far, I'm learning that there are a lot of plus-sized bigots who will only date gym bros. I thought I knew you, man. You've changed. Next, caption at the top reads, "It's always the gym bros that like chubby chicks." Okay, there might be some gym bros, but not all of us. All right, there's some copyrighted music that I'm not that familiar with. It goes, "I wanna be one, I wanna be one, I wanna ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-boobity." Something like that. And then she's boasting about the fact that gym bros like chubby chicks while singing this song. Okay. Okay, so she gets a lot of gym bros, apparently. Why won't the gym bros notice me? You're all going out with plus-size women? I've been working out. You won't date me? Pieces of shit. Why? Why? Why do they only like plus-size baddies? What about me? What about me? No, I'm just kidding. I don't feel anything. Oh God, my eyes are watering again. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Next. Who likes fat girls the most? I would say other fat girls. You guys are always fluffing each other up and saying like, oh, look at that beautiful, gorgeous woman. Like literally, other fat girls like fat girls the most. Anytime you go in the comments of like a larger person's video, it's a bunch of other fat activists being like, you look so gorgeous. Oh my God.
Who's number one?
Jay.
Gym Bros. Gym Bros.
No, that's cool.
Ooh, this is facts.
Ooh, your eyebrows. I'm sorry. I think you got a little something on your, I think we've got a case of why brows. Why did you make it this thick? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's physical appearance on this show, but this just reminded me of the time. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again briefly, where I went to the bank and there was this chick with the most clownish eyebrows I've ever seen in my life. They were like this thick, dude. Like, she was a teller. She worked there. And then like, I wanted to just casually let her know that her eyebrows were amiss by writing on a piece of paper, your eyebrows, and then just slide it across the thing to her. But I didn't want anybody to think that I was trying to rob the bank, because this was a bank. So we don't usually talk about people's physical appearance on this show, but this is just like something that you could easily remedy. So sorry.
Because when I was Juicy Lucy, like a size 18, 20, 22, even 24, they were on me, baby.
Why are you speaking this way?
They wanted OG.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
So let it be known, those gym bros, they love them juicy.
Okay, all this whispering is making me very uncomfortable. So you dated a gym bro one time that was with you when you were larger. So therefore, all gym bros love larger women. Okay? Okay, so I wasn't trying to be mean by talking about her eyebrows. Is that problematic for me to talk about that stuff? Are you guys gonna get mad now? Don't get mad, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. Don't get mad. Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. Next. All right, this is titled Buff Men Love Bigger Girls, Part 2. I couldn't find Part 1, unfortunately.
Think about it some more. They have those big, buff, hard bodies.
Okay.
And you're as soft as a pillow.
I can buy a pillow, you know. They do sell them at the store, so I don't need to use a human being as an apparatus to rest my head upon. I have the technology to drive to the store. We have the technology to accomplish this without involving another human being.
Girl, stop being shy with the men, okay?
All right, fine. I'll finally go hit on those buff dudes that I've had my eye on at the gym.
Them big men love you guys, okay?
There are plenty of buff dudes who are not into bigger girls, so. But it is good to have confidence, and you may as well shoot your shot.
I be lifting with the men. They be talking about, come here, big girl. Why they bench pressing?
Wait, what? You've been with men that say, come here, big girl, while they're bench pressing, or they want to bench press you?
I be lifting with the men. They be talking about, come here, big girl. Why they bench pressing?
While they're bench pressing. Okay, so you've been hit on by like super buff dudes that were literally in the middle of lifting weights. Wow, that's crazy.
Child, they want ya.
Okay, so those buff dudes do want me, and that's why they were staring at me like that one time in the gym. I knew it. They weren't just staring at me because I was sitting on that machine for far too long. They wanted me. I knew it. Sorry, I'll stop believing in myself. Okay, so she said that she's spoken to men while they were bench pressing. Like they're in the middle of doing a set and they're like, hey, how are you? You come to this gym often? I don't need to breathe while doing this like other dudes, so I can easily have a conversation. That's not me, dude. If I'm bench pressing, I'm like, hey, hold on a second. Wait until I go to the next up. How are you? You come here often. Good to see you. Like, what? Dude doesn't even have to breathe, huh? That's weird. Next. All right, this also has some sort of copyrighted music, some old-timey like jazz. I know, ba-ba-da, da-ba-da-da. It says, one thing I've learned from dating apps is gym bros love fat girls. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, and then there's like old-timey music playing, and they're just looking around. This is a cinematic masterpiece. Okay, not adding a whole lot of dialogue or anything to this. All right, so apparently gym bros do love fat girls. This person's eyes and forehead confirm it. And then they're doing a little dance. Oh, so you like it. So you like gym bros. That's weird. Fat phobic much? Jeez. Okay, so thus far, the women in these clips seem to be happy that gym bros are into plus-size ladies, which is really weird. That's really weird and fat phobic, and I don't get it. And I don't feel safe. You're a bigot. I don't feel safe. You're giving into the systemic yada, 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 and whatnot. So I'm calling the police. Now we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a gym bro talking about whether or not he would date plus-size women. Yeah, you like the way that I've ordered these? Sorry. Would you ever date a girl that's obese?
Would you ever date a girl that's obese?
Obese? No, I wouldn't.
What?
Okay, he said obese. He clarified. So chubby, yes.
Why not?
Why not?
But you got that fat ass?
He said, why not? And started laughing and looked down at his own body. All right, I don't think you want to be with this dude anyway. He seems like a bit of a douche, huh? He's like, ha. He looks down and goes, ha, 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 ha. Like, dude, oh, I know. You're so perfect. You can never date a woman living in a larger body. Look at me taking the side of the fat activists.
But you got that fat ass, though.
Okay, we're seeing a little bit of a mental breakdown between two man-children.
That's good. Look,
Hilarious. She got that fat ass, though. Oh my God, I can't believe it. All right, dude. All right, bro, calm down.
no, I wouldn't.
He wouldn't date a woman living in a larger body. And he's a gym bro. He's in a gym.
You know, because personally, look, I like, like girls that take care of themselves, Like, look, you meeting me in the gym, for example.
Yeah.
And that clip ended abruptly for some reason.
All right, and there you have it. At the end, there was a gym bro being interviewed, and he said he would not date a woman living in a larger body, specifically obese. He was like, obese? And then he's like, no. So I'm guessing chubby would be fine. I think most dudes, even gym bros, would be fine with what they consider to be chubby. Now, I grew up in the 90s, so my definition of chubby might be a little bit different than a lot of people's these days. If I like to go work out and go for a hike and do physical things and go places and do things, and you just like to eat and sit around the house or whatever, this isn't going to work. We don't have to be into all of the same things for a relationship to work, right? We could be two very different people and still have a relationship, but we need some sort of core of similar hobbies and similar values. Now we're going to be taking a look at a bonus clip from Aubrey Hoffer that has literally nothing to do with anything.
I am fat, and I say things.
Okay.
It is not an insult when you say, look at this fat person saying things.
Look at this fat person saying things. Feels very freeing to say that, Aubrey.
Because I know that I'm fat. And I know what I'm saying.
What is the point of this? What is this video?
So...
Okay, that was weird. All right, and we wrapped up the collection of clips by taking a look at a video from Aubrey Hoffer, PhD, which literally had nothing to do with anything. But I thought it was funny, so I included it. So what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Is it true that gym bros are into women living in a larger body more often than not? Leave a comment below. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.